Buzz Aldrin once mentioned a monolith on Phobos, a moon of Mars, not our moon. The word monolith sparked wild speculation. People wondered if Aldrin was hinting at alien structures. The quote was taken out of context and spread online. Suddenly, Aldrin was cast as a whistleblower. In reality, he was describing a natural rock formation, not an alien artifact. Scientists had observed a large rectangular rock on Phobos. The term monolith referred to its shape, not its origin. This is a classic case of misunderstanding turning into myth. Aldrin's words were twisted, fueling conspiracy theories. As a moonwalker, everything Aldrin says is scrutinized. People search for hidden meanings, often finding what they want to believe. This tendency has followed Aldrin for decades. The monolith story isn't about the moon landing, but it shows how easily facts get distorted. When discussing Aldrin's admissions, context is crucial. We must separate what was actually said from what people claim was said. The real story is about human achievement, not secret alien encounters. Buzz Aldrin's journey is already extraordinary. No extra mystery required. The truth is more inspiring than any myth. Let's focus on the facts, not the legends. The Apollo 11 mission was the result of years of effort by thousands. The goal: land humans on the moon and return them safely. On July 16, 1969, the Saturn V rocket launched Armstrong, Collins, and Aldrin into history. 4 days later, they reached lunar orbit. Armstrong and Aldrin boarded the lunar module, Eagle, while Collins stayed in orbit. The world watched as the Eagle landed in the Sea of Tranquility. Armstrong's words, "The Eagle has landed," echoed worldwide. Hours later, he stepped onto the moon. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. Aldrin followed, describing the view as magnificent desolation. They spent over 2 hours exploring, collecting samples, and setting up experiments. The American flag was planted, and they spoke with President Nixon from the lunar surface. Every moment was broadcast live, uniting millions in awe. After their work, the Eagle lifted off and rejoined Collins. The crew returned to Earth, splashing down in the Pacific on July 24th. They were celebrated as heroes. Apollo 11 changed how we see ourselves and our place in the universe. The mission proved what humanity can achieve. It was a triumph of science, courage, and teamwork. The moon landing remains a symbol of possibility. Aldrin's role in this achievement is undeniable. The facts are clear. Humans walked on the moon. The evidence is overwhelming. The world witnessed it together. The legacy endures. The truth is written in history. No conspiracy can erase it. Despite overwhelming evidence, some doubted the moon landing. Conspiracy theories claimed the event was staged by the U.S. government. Alleged anomalies in photos and videos fueled suspicion. Questions about waving flags, missing stars, and odd shadows spread. These doubts became a cultural phenomenon, amplified by books and documentaries. Buzz Aldrin, as a key figure, faced intense scrutiny. Every word he spoke was analyzed for hidden meaning. The pressure was immense, his achievement constantly questioned. Theories about a hoax tapped into distrust of authority. The moon landing hoax became more than a fringe belief. Aldrin became a central character in this ongoing debate. His words were put under a microscope. The controversy persists, but the evidence remains. What did Buzz Aldrin actually admit? A viral clip showed him saying, "We went to the moon, but we never went." Out of context, it sounded like a confession. In reality, Aldrin was speaking to a child about humanity's future in space. He meant we went to the moon, but never stayed, never built, never explored further. He was expressing disappointment that Apollo was an end, not a beginning. His words were a call for continued exploration, not a confession of a hoax. The internet reduced a complex thought to a misleading soundbite. Aldrin has spent years clarifying his statement. He consistently affirms the reality of the moon landing. He shares vivid details only a true witness could know. His real message: we stopped too soon. The admission is about lost potential, not fabrication. Context matters. The truth is in the full story, not the headline. Aldrin's passion is for the future, not rewriting the past. His words inspire, not deceive. Let's address the main hoax claims. The waving flag? It moved because of a horizontal rod and the astronaut's motion, not wind. No stars in photos? The camera settings were adjusted for the bright lunar surface, washing out faint stars. Odd shadows? The moon's uneven terrain and reflected light create unusual shadow angles. Van Allen radiation? The Apollo spacecraft passed through quickly, and shielding kept exposure low. Every claim has been debunked by science and first-hand accounts. The evidence is overwhelming. Moon rocks, photos, and experiments left behind. Modern lunar orbiters have photographed Apollo landing sites. The facts are clear. The hoax theory doesn't hold up to scrutiny. Science, not speculation, tells the real story. The moon landing happened. The proof is everywhere. Buzz Aldrin's testimony is rich in detail. He describes the lunar dust as charcoal gray and powdery. He recalls its smell, like burnt charcoal, inside the lunar module. He talks about the challenges of moving in a bulky suit and walking in low gravity. He even shares the less glamorous realities, like relieving himself in the suit. These are not the details of a staged event. Aldrin's emotional response is genuine, seeing Earth as a brilliant jewel in the black sky. He took communion on the moon, a private moment of gratitude. When confronted by hoax proponents, Aldrin's frustration is real. He once punched a conspiracy theorist who insulted him. His passion and authenticity are unmistakable. Aldrin's story is one of courage, not deception. His words, actions, and emotions confirm his journey. The truth is in the details only a real explorer could share. His legacy is built on fact, not fiction. Imagine living as Buzz Aldrin, forever defined by one historic moment. After NASA, Aldrin faced personal struggles, including depression and alcoholism. He's spoken openly about these challenges. Defending the moon landing became a lifelong task. Aldrin has worked tirelessly to educate the public and honor the Apollo team's legacy. In later years, he found new purpose as an advocate for space exploration. He developed the Aldrin Mars Cycler, a plan for travel between Earth and Mars. He lobbies, lectures, and inspires future explorers. For Aldrin, the moon landing is a stepping stone, not a finish line. Living with the moon has brought fame and challenges. Through it all, Aldrin remains focused on the future. He urges us to see Apollo 11 as proof of human potential. His life is a testament to ambition and resilience. The story isn't just about 1969, it's about what comes next. Aldrin wants us to look up with hope, not just nostalgia. His mission continues. The moon landing is more than history. It's a symbol of human achievement. Honoring the truth respects the work of hundreds of thousands. Dismissing it as a hoax erases their legacy. The evidence is overwhelming. Moon rocks, laser reflectors, and photos from orbiters. The persistence of hoax theories teaches us to think critically. Aldrin's story shows how easily words can be twisted. We must seek context and facts, not just headlines. The truth of Apollo 11 inspires new generations. It reminds us that no goal is too great. Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. That's a fact. This truth should fill us with wonder and pride. Our future is not limited to Earth. We've been to the moon. Imagine where we'll go next.